One, two, three, start. Allahabad High Court Judge Justice Yashwant Verma on Thursday tendered his resignation to President Draupadi Murmu, effectively bringing to a close the ongoing parliamentary inquiry into allegations of unaccounted cash discovered at his police official residence in Delhi last year. People aware of the matter confirmed the development to HT. While I do not propose to burden your august office with the reasons which have constrained me to submit this missive, it is with deep anguish that I hereby tender my resignation from the office of Judge of the Honorable High Court of Judicature at Allahabad with immediate effect, Justice Verma said in his letter dated April 9 to the President. He also wrote to Chief Justice of India Surya Kant the same day, formally informing him of the decision. I write to inform your Lordship that I have tendered my resignation with immediate effect. His communication to the CGI stated. The resignation comes at a critical juncture in the proceedings. Justice Verma was scheduled to begin his defense arguments before the three members inquiry committee from April 10 to April 14. After the prosecution side had concluded its submission in March, the panel had examined at least 9 key witnesses in the case. The resignation is set to render infructuous the proceedings initiated under the Judges Inquiry Act 1968 as the statutory mechanism for removal triggered through a motion in Parliament ceases to operate once a judge demits office. Justice Verma had been facing removal proceedings following a Lok Sabha motion admitted in August 2025. With a three-member inquiry committee constituted by Speaker Om Birla to investigate the charges, the development marks a sudden end to a closely watched and procedurally complex impeachment process that had already encountered delay. In February, Birla had reconstituted the inquiry panel after one of its members, then Madras High Court Chief Justice M. Srivastava, retired before the proceedings could be concluded. The inquiry committee currently comprises Supreme Court Justice Arvind Kumar, Bombay High Court Chief Justice Sri Krishna Chandrasekhar, and Senior Advocate B.V. Acharya. Justice Verma was at the center of controversy after allegations surfaced that burnt wads of unaccounted cash were discovered at his official residence in Delhi following a fire incident in March 2025. When he was serving as a judge of the Delhi High Court, a subsequent in house inquiry panel of the Supreme Court found his explanation unsatisfactory, prompting then Chief Justice of India Sanjeev Khanna to recommend action to the executive. This led to the initiation of removal proceedings in Parliament, with notices being moved in both houses in July 2025. In the Rajya Sabha, this development led to a controversy, and then Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar resigned. Eventually, the Lok Sabha admitted the motion and constituted the inquiry committee, but the Rajya Sabha declined to admit a parallel motion, citing procedural infirmities. In January this year, the Supreme Court dismissed Justice Verma's challenge to the impeachment process, clearing the decks for the inquiry committee to proceed. A bench of Justice Dipankar Datta and Satish Chandra Sharma held that the judge was not entitled to any relief. The court emphasized that constitutional safeguards available to judges cannot be used to paralyze the removal mechanism, and underlined that the Judges Inquiry Act provides elaborate safeguards, including the right to defend, examine, and cross examine witnesses. It also upheld the Lok Sabha Speaker's authority to proceed independently after the Rajya Sabha declined to admit the motion. Following the court's ruling, Justice Verma appeared before the committee on January 24, and multiple in camera hearings were conducted thereafter. The panel indicated its intent to proceed on a near day to day basis, especially in view of the impending retirement of one of its members. Despite these efforts, the inquiry could not be completed in time, leading to the reconstitution of the committee in February. The proceedings were governed by strict confidentiality norms, with all hearings conducted in camera and participants barred from publicly discussing the matter. With Justice Verma's resignation, the continuation of the inquiry under the Judges Act becoming untenable. The law is designed to facilitate the removal of a sitting judge by Parliament in grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity once the judge steps down. The question of removal no longer arises. A criminal case can still be registered if investigative agencies find sufficient material indicating commission of an offense, while prior sanction is required to prosecute a sitting judge that protection no longer applies after demitting office. Any such prosecution would follow the ordinary criminal law process, although it may still require an administrative approval of the CGI and the Chief Justice of the High Court concerned. Full stop. So, ये डिक्टेशन कोर्ट से रिलेटेड था एंड बहुत सारे बच्चे हाई कोर्ट, दिल्ली डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट एंड अदर हाई कोर्ट एग्ज़ाम की तैयारी कर रहे होंगे। ये मैटर भी इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट से रिलेटेड है। तो कोर्ट की लैंग्वेज में और कोर्ट से रिलेटेड वर्ड्स काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहने वाले हैं। इसकी प्रैक्टिस कीजिए आप। और जैसे कि मैं पहले भी बता चुकी हूँ कि जो हमारे डिक्टेशन होती है उसको कम से कम 3 से 4 बार अगर आप लिखते हैं न्यूज़पेपर वाली, तो जो आप नॉर्मल डिक्टेशन होती है जैसे कैलाश चंद्रा हो गई या प्रोग्रेसिव मैगजीन से जो डिक्टेशन लिखते हैं उनमें आप काफ़ी हेल्प फील करेंगे। क्योंकि मैंने ये नोटिस किया है कि न्यूज़पेपर से डिक्टेशन लिखने के बाद जब हम नॉर्मल डिक्टेशन लिखते हैं वो बहुत स्मूथ लिखी जाती है। तो इस चीज़ को ध्यान में रखते हुए आप न्यूज़पेपर की जितनी ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस करेंगे उसके बाद आप अगर एग्ज़ाम में बैठेंगे तो आपको वो डिक्टेशन बहुत ही नॉर्मल लगेगी। ये गारंटी है मेरी। आप प्रैक्टिस करो, बस प्रैक्टिस करो।